First of all, let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you who have accepted our invitation and come to this IvyCap Day. We are very grateful that on a Saturday you've been able to come here. IvyCap has had a journey of what I would call as ups and downs, like any startup would do. Our startups have, and you will see in their presentations, the journey that they have gone through, again with ups and downs. We are, in one sense, with Fund 1 and Fund 2, about an 800 crore venture capital fund. We've seen through the last few years the various changes in government policy that have taken place. We have an environment that is slowly becoming more and more positive towards startups. But it really requires entrepreneurs to make the difference. And to that extent, IvyCap Day is actually a salute to all the entrepreneurial community in India. A lot of changes are taking place, and changes will take place as new methods, new instruments for supporting the startups come up. What we have seen, I can only tell you with the experience of IvyCaps, is that the entrepreneur and his management team makes a great difference. The entrepreneur has to change rapidly as the situation evolves, because the situation outside doesn't remain the same. It's something like in government, we learned that when you are a joint secretary, you do something, you are a technical expert, you know the entire subject. But when you become somebody like a home secretary, it's no longer the joint secretary's work which you do. It's actually, I would put it, my job as Union Home Secretary was boundary management. I have to manage the boundary between my junior officers and the Union Home Minister. I have to manage the boundary between the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Prime Minister's office, the Finance Ministry, the Planning Commission, now Niti Aayog, and so on. So the work, it changes. And for the startup, it's equally important that as you grow from a 1 crore turnover to a 50 crore turnover, your job as the CEO, as founder entrepreneurs, it starts changing. The job which you really require in one sense when you were starting off is quite different from when it's a consolidation phase. And you have to be sometimes prepared to be able to make that necessary change. And where you cannot make that necessary change, you should be prepared to, shall I say, hire people with the talent who will take the unit, your company to the next level. And this is very important, because if you don't change, and we have seen that in some of the units which we have ourselves funded, they run into very, very serious difficulties. And this is something, a challenge, both for the unit as well as for the venture capital fund to take that into account. And this is something which we need to be extremely aware of. And the IIT Alumni Network, the mentors that we provide, have to keep this extremely useful thought in mind as we move forward. I won't stand between you and the next speakers. Let me give a very special word of appreciation to Mr. K. Ganesh, who are keynote speaker. We really look forward to his keynote address in the coming sessions, and I wish you all a very fruitful interaction during the day. Thank you very much.